Miles?
Yes.
And Ms. Miles, the best you can, raise your right hand, please, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. And Ms. Holmes, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Miles, in cause number 24, DCCR 2330, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. It shows that you were placed on probation September 16th of 2025 for the offense of tampering, fabricating with physical evidence, a third-degree felony, and that was a 10-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The motion alleges you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you failed to...
Some of them are kind of redundant.
Okay, well, we'll start with this one, then we'll see. So count 1 alleges that you failed to avoid injurious or vicious habits in that you physically assaulted another offender in the B3 pod on or about the 6th day of November 2025 at the Henley unit, which is the ISF unit. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 2 alleges that you failed to complete the education program, the GED program, because you stated that you were tired and did not feel like going to school so early in the morning every day. Is that true or not true?
Yes.
True or not true?
True.
Sounds ridiculous when you hear it read back to you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Count 3 alleges that you failed to enter and successfully complete the ISF program, and that you were removed based on behavioral issues. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 4, well, it's different. Count 4 alleges that you failed to comply with all of the directions of the ISF program and that you engaged in sexual misconduct while participating at the Henley unit ISF. Is that true or not true? And then count 5 alleges that you failed to comply with all of the directives of the ISF program and that you were walking around in the, quote, living area of the dorm during count time against the rules. And that's also at the Henley unit. Is that true or not true? That one's not true. So did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 through 4 freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 4 freely and voluntarily, find those counts true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation. What I would like to do, I'm going to reset it. I don't know that I need, because she really hasn't been out, a full update, but I would like as much information as we can get from ISF. So if they have reports that you guys can get your hands on so that I can read more about what went on there, that will help me, I think, with sentencing. Anything that you think is important for me to know, Ms. Holmes will be out there to visit with you. Tell her all of that. She'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back for sentencing, and then I'll decide what to do.
Yes.
All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Are you Kevin Lee Tran?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Lewis, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictments and the motions?
He does, Judge.
Mr. Tran, in clause number 25, DCCR 0423, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from March 14th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
This was in there. And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? Sorry?
Yes.
And then in clause number 25, DCCR 0424, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of assault on EMS personnel from March 14th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
No contest.
Is it you're either guilty or not guilty? And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
No.
And because you did what they charged you with? In those two cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? Speak up, please.
Yes.
And Your Honor, I would ask the court to take judicial notice of the letter dated March 12, 2026. Should have thrown it in at the first.
In what case?
all of these cases, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on.
Mr. Tran had been evaluated, was incompetent for.
Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. I'm going to take judicial notice also in all of the court's files. And Mr. Tran was evaluated for competency and was found not competent to stand trial back in August of last year, was sent to the John Dunn Behavioral Science Center for competency restoration, received the report from them dated March 12th of 2026 that has the finding that Mr. Tran has attained competency and is currently competent to stand trial. Is there any other evidence with regard to competency?
Not from the defense, Judge.
Not from the state.
Okay. Then at this time, based on that report, I will find that Mr. Tran is competent to stand trial. All right. So I went through clause number 0423 and 0424. And so, Mr. Tran, did you go over the paperwork on the tablet with Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you fully understand it?
Yes.
And you understand, if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney, that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
State tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection, Judge.
They're admitted in each case. Again, I'm going to find that Mr. Tran is competent to stand trial. Mr. Tran, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty in each of these cases freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and in cause number 25 DCCR 0423, find you guilty of assault on a peace officer, sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And then in cause number 25 DCCR 0424, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of assault on EMS personnel, sentence you in accordance with that agreement to a term of 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And then in cause number 2137560, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. This shows that you were placed on probation February 16th of 2022 for the state jail felony offense of theft of property, and that was a 2-year term in the state jail prison that was probated for 5 years. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Judge, count 1 is one of the offenses we just pled to. Count 2 is one that's being dismissed. So we can just do count 1 of these. That's all right with the court.
1 and 3.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then in clause number 2138780, I also have a motion to revoke your community supervision. This shows that you were placed on probation February 16th of 2022 for the 3rd-degree felony offense of assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation. And that was a 5-year term in prison that was probated for 5 years. Is that also correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
These cases each allege that you violated your probation. Count 1 in each case alleges that you committed the new offense of assault on an EMS personnel, the one that we just went through, from March 14th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
Yes, it's true.
And then count 3 in each case alleges that you committed the new offense of assault on a peace officer from March 14th of 2025, also the other case that we just went through. And is that true or not true?
Yes, Your Honor, it's true.
Did you enter your pleas of true in each of these cases to counts 1 and 3 freely and voluntarily?
Yes. Yes.
And did you plead true to those counts because those counts are actually true?
Yes.
In each of those cases, I also have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Did you also go over these with Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And again, you understand if I follow these agreements that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
State tenders number 1 in each of these cacases.
No objection.
It's admitted in each of those cases. All right, Mr. Tran, in each of these cases, in cause numbers 2137560 and 2138780, I'm going to find that you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 and 3 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. And 2137560, find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation. And at this time, revoke your probation reassess your punishment in accordance with your agreement to a term of 18 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And then in clause number 21-38780, find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and at this time revoke your probation, reassess your punishment in accordance with your agreement to a term of 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. All 4 of these cases will run concurrently, which means together at the same time. I'm going to hand you the trial court certifications in all 4 cases that shows that these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Lewis. I have just signed a dismissal in cause number 25 DCCR 0422 as part of that agreement as well. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And there it is, a courtroom filled with quiet admissions and consequences that echo louder than any outburst. What we witnessed wasn't just law being enforced, it was accountability, unfolding step by step. Choices, some careless, some deliberate, collided with a system that doesn't forget. One moment of weakness can rewrite years of your life. And as the judge's words settled in, so did the weight of reality. No drama, no escape, just truth, standing firm. The question is, when your moment comes, will you stand on the right side of it, or face the cost of everything you ignored?